feeding myself. I made myself a nutrition protein shake. I've been loving having these still for breakfast. Kind of like an all-in-one. It has tons of nutrients in it, but it has a lot of protein in it as well. So it's been really nice because I've been going kind of like hard training wise. I've been doing so much cardio this last week that I definitely need a little bit of a recovery day. My aura is yelling at me. It's telling me you need to recover, and it's like dropping all my scores until I do take the time to recover. I'm like, excuse me. But I will say I have definitely been sleeping so well just because I've been like very tired at the end of the day. This past week Juan has been gone. He went on a trip. I was gonna go on the trip, but then I had an appointment that I needed to go to at the exact same time as the trip. So the way that it overlapped, I just didn't end up going, which was honestly totally fine. It's been nice to have some time alone at home. Wow. Hi, son, making an appearance. I've had so much time this week just to like catch up on a ton of stuff, kind of like, you know, like a honey-do list. That list was long, so it was just like a bunch of stuff around the house. Like I finally went out and did like all my donations. I like replaced my windshield wipers on my car, just like random things that have been piling up. So I'm so happy that I finally got to all of those things this week. But now we're at the end of the week and I want a day to just not really do a lot. I want this whole day to be focused on reading, and I'm gonna give it to myself. I feel like for these type of days, I like desperately want them, but then like when I'm in them, I feel extremely guilty for taking this time. Not today. We're not going to do that today. We're just going to embrace it, and it's going to be very, very nice. Also this week, I took some time off of work, so I was like, okay, well, if Juan's gone and I'm doing like all these things around the house, I have extra responsibility because of the animals. Juan obviously helps out a ton, right? So it's just like a little bit more on my plate. I was like, I'm due for some time off as well. So like I said, the whole week has been busy. I've been doing a ton of things every single day, but the activity has been super high. So today it's gonna be chill. Although every single morning, something that I was switching up this week is I was like starting the morning reading and then listening to some like indie folk or like acoustic sort of chill music on YouTube. I've been really enjoying that combination, sitting right here, letting like the morning light just like soak into my face as I'm saying that, like the light's getting brighter. But it's just such a nice way to like wake up, you know? So this is gonna be fun. Let's see how much I read today. I'm on a mission, you guys. The mission is Ruthless Boys. I'm still reading this series. I'm now on book 4 though, and I'm almost 300 pages into it. This is a big one. This is like almost 700 page book. As much as I wish I was like an extremely fast reader, I'm not. I think I'm decent though, because I think it'd be so much fun to see like how many books could I like read today, but that's not like realistic. Like it's still gonna be this book all day today. But I do think it would be fun to see how many pages I read today, and we can set like some timers today and just see like how much we get through. Of course the goal is I want to finish this book, but I don't know if I've ever read like 500 pages in a day. That seems a little bit beyond my capabilities. I am just eating up this series. There's so much happening and so much like messed up stuff too, you know, but like why does this book just like feel so like comfy and like homey to me, like this whole series? Okay, I think it might have to do with Zodiac Academy, honestly. So this book is a part of Zodiac Academy. It's the Solaria world. This series takes place before Zodiac Academy, and it's Aurora Academy, by the way. But I think because I dedicated so much time to Zodiac Academy last year, I mean, it's like a 12 book series. This is a 5 book series. So you spend like a good chunk of your time like reading and investing in like the whole storyline, the plot, the characters, just everything about it, that they kind of like feel like family in a way. Does that sound like insane? Maybe, but it's kind of true. So that plus this, it like gives me the same vibes, and I am here for it. Okay, so we're gonna start to read. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set a timer for 1 hour, and let's see how much I can get through in just an hour before I need to kind of start the day. I would like to at least get out of my pajamas, get ready for the day, wash my face. I haven't done any of that stuff yet. Sorry. But let's see if I can go an hour interrupted, because Gray's coming to me with a toy and she's wanting to play. So This is gonna be fascinating. So let me get set up here and we're gonna do 1 hour. Eee. Alright, I feel so much better. I got ready for the day just so that I don't feel like a total bum like around the house. So this feels good. I also put on a new set of nails. I was without nails for a couple of days. Okay, so we're gonna do like a little project right now. I desperately need to organize my bookcase. On the top shelf is all of the books that I have finished reading, and then these two shelves are all of like my TBR books. And then I guess, well, this shelf is well down here. This is the red shelf, and then the bottom shelf over on that side is Juan's shelf. But when I was filming my last video, I pulled out all of like my March reads, which is this pile right here, from up top. So I need to put like all of this back up top and reorganize it too, because I'm not sure if you can see, but I just have like a stack of books facing out, and it's just a little bit of a mess. So I'm gonna see if there's any books in here that I can get rid of, and then I actually want to switch some things around. Like I have some of like my fantasy mixed with romance on this side, and then same with fantasy mixed with romance on the other side. So I want to see if I can like put romance just on one side and then just fantasy on one side. We'll play around with it and see what that looks like. Yes, okay. So let's start putting all of the books in order. I'm gonna need a ladder.
Okay, I think that's looking much better for now. So I'll explain a little bit about what I did. Okay, so on this side on the top shelf is all fantasy. So I ended up moving my fourth wing up here because I needed to make space for the Zodiac Academy world. There's lots of books for that. So I moved that up here, but I moved it to the side. So like when this is closed, you can still see it through. And then things that I care about less, I guess, in a sense, maybe not necessarily true, but yeah, I put in the center because it won't necessarily be seen. So we got a lot of fantasy up there, Book of Azrael series, One Dark Window, Feather So Vicious series, Phantasma, Metal Slinger, Veiled Kingdom, Octacadia, love that. We have a little bit of YA there in the center, and then the rest over there. I ended up putting Fearless up here, even though I haven't read it yet, just because I wanted to make sure that there was space for it. So that book is still unread, but wanted the series together. And then speaking about Zodiac Academy and Ruthless Boys, now you can visualize just like how massive this series is. So I'm on the fourth book. That's why that there's like a little bit of space right here. Haven't read the fifth, but for the same reason as the Powerless series, I just want to make sure that there was space. So I put the fifth book over here already. There is a series that takes place after Zodiac Academy. I don't know yet if I'm gonna read it or not, but that would go after Restless Stars over there. And because it's not like a perfect fit, there's still lots of space next to Sarah J Maas, I put a little bit of decor. And then while I found that, I also found like this cute little dragon. So I thought I would put it with Zodiac Academy. And then up top, this is all romance primarily, but then also kind of like some odd ends here on the end here. On this side, I kept some dark romance right there. And then we have the Flawless series, the Lila Sage Done and Dusted series. There's a fourth book that I'm getting next week that's gonna go right there. Lucy Score, Becca Mack. I have a placeholder of Colleen Hoover right here. I'm trying to decide if I should keep these books or if I should get rid of them. I'm not really sure. A lot of the books that I don't necessarily want on display, but I haven't yet decided, are actually tucked behind these books. I'm sure you saw me stuffing a ton of books back there, so those might end up going back there. I have all of my Hannah Wong books together. There's also gonna be another one of the King of Wrath series, and then there's another one of the Striker series coming soon. So some of these other like filler books or ones that don't necessarily fit are gonna end up being moved away, but I think it looks really good for now. Oh, and then also speaking of Elsie Silver, I do have some other books from her that are gonna go up here right next to it. And then because the Done and Dusted series is so closely related in my mind to the Flawless series, I just put them right next to each other. I love this bookcase so much. I'm really looking forward to the built-ins that I have coming soon. So the built-in bookcase is gonna be in my office, like behind my desk, like taking up the full wall. If you didn't catch that in one of my other vlogs, yes, I'm gonna get a built-in bookcase, which I'm very looking forward to. We have the install date of that, but it's like the end of April, beginning of May. So it's coming soon, I guess, and I'll definitely show everything there is to show about it. So like the before, I'll try to get shots of them installing it, and then of course the after. And then the fun part comes of like trying to decorate it. No? It makes me excited because that means that I don't necessarily need to slow down on buying books because I'm gonna have a whole lot more space to put books. And then also I'm trying to not necessarily keep everything I read. I really only want to keep like the books that I absolutely love. You know what I mean? I think that makes the most sense. So I've already cleaned this out a ton, and when I did like my donations earlier this week, I donated a ton of books. And then you saw me pull down like the After series. Oh my god, that's like a blast from the past, is it not? I've hung on to it for so long, but I don't know if I necessarily want to keep it or not. So anyways, I pulled it off of the shelves. So there we have it. There's the update on the bookcase and getting it all reorganized. It's just my pride and joy. I love it. I don't know where to put the camera in this car. It's like slipping and sliding everywhere. I'm doing a quick errand. I really wanted flowers, but now I am going to Starbucks. There's a matcha calling my name that I would love to try.
Hi, what can we get started for you?
Hi, can I please get the lavender matcha?
Yeah, what size?
Can I do it's oat milk, right?
Yes.
I'll do the grande, and then can I do light on the lavender cream?
Yeah.
Can I get one of the cake pops?
Yeah, would you like birthday, chocolate, or cookies and cream?
The birthday one, please.
Gotcha. Anything else?
And then could I do like a puppuccino?
Yeah, cappuccino.
And that's it. That's perfect.
Perfect. We'll see you up here.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, this
Alright, here is the birthday cake.
Thank you. I guess if I'm gonna vlog in this car, I should probably get some sort of tripod for in here. The dash isn't working as well as I thought it would. It's like the perfect height, but it won't stay unless I put like a grippy or something. I could do that. Anyway, I'm excited. Let's park for a minute so that we can do a proper taste test. There's like barely any lavender cold foam on this. I asked for light, but they went like a dash, which is fine. We'll see how it tastes anyways. And then I got Gray her very first puppuccino. I'm so excited to get home so that she can see what this is all about. Oh, my little baby. I don't typically go to Starbucks all that often, and I don't think I've ever tried the Starbucks matcha either, so I really don't have anything to compare it to. The only thing I changed on this is getting like the light foam, cold foam. Otherwise, everything about this is the same. I think that it's like 3 pumps of matcha, 3 pumps of sweetener in it. Baby stir. It doesn't even really taste like matcha. It's very sweet. I can go lighter on the sweetener maybe next time. I don't know, I like it. And the lavender cold foam is very light. I'm a fan, actually. And then I also decided to get a birthday cake pop. These are my favorites. A little treat. Why not? On our recovery day. Okay, let's go home. Are you ready for your first ever? I have to record for Juan. Okay, baby, sit. Okay. What do you think? Do you love it? You're throwing it everywhere. Is it yummy? You can't get down in there though. Babe, you're so cute. You're so cute. You're so cute. It's so good. Well, if that wasn't the cutest thing ever, I also checked the mail on the way home. And I got 3 books. So let's open them up. These are from Barnes. Ah, yes! The second book to Phantasma, but Barnes had like an exclusive version. It's really not that much different, but it's kind of nice. I'm also like a Barnes member, so you get some discounts too for being a Barnes member. But I'm really looking forward to this. Phantasma was such a good book, and this one follows her sister. Add that to the TBR, right? Oh! Yes. Okay, hear me out. I'm kind of crazy, right? You guys know this. But I ordered the Barnes exclusive of Fearless just because I wanted to see what it looked like in comparison to just like the standard version. So this one has red writing with white roses versus the other version has white writing with pink roses. What do we think? Which one should I keep? Kind of ridiculous to keep both. And I don't know if this one has like bonus content in it or not, or if it's just like a different cover. Actually, does this look different? I have to check to see if the actual book looks different. Anyways, there's the second. Da-da-da-da! Oh yeah! I don't think that this is a new book by any means. Yes, this is the collector's edition, and this was on my TBR. Blood of Hercules, and I just loved this version with sprayed edges and such. I wasn't in any rush to read this just because I have so many other books, obviously, that I want to read. But I really like having like special edition copies of books. I think it's a lot of fun. I think the second book of this also, there's a collector's edition, but it's not coming out until I think later this year. And there we have it. 3 more books to add to our bookcase. I'm gonna read now for a little bit, enjoy the rest of the matcha, and eat this cake pop. Okay, let's eat it while we read. How are you doing, baby? Was that a good little treat? Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy it? That one's delicious. a break from reading, stretch my legs, stretch my neck. My neck is hurting from just like sitting in that chair. We're gonna do a little random haul, bunch of random things that I've gotten either today or yesterday. And I have some packages here that we can open up too. We could start with that. I don't want that, Gray. She's trying to give me her bone. That's very generous of you to want to share, but I don't want it on my pants. So for the most part, I get all of my skincare from this website called Art of Skincare. They sell face reality products, which you typically need some sort of, it's not like a prescription, but you need like an esthetician to sign off on it because it's like for acne and stuff. I don't know. It's like the best skincare ever. I've been using it for like, I feel like almost 8 years or something now. Probably more. But anyways, I love their whole website because they tell you like what's acne safe, and they really only carry products that are pretty good for your skin, and it's not like very well-known brands either, which I really like. It's not like, you know how like makeup brands will then make skincare, which that's fine, that can work. But these are companies that like, they only do skincare. Does that like make sense? I don't know. Anyways, so I stocked up on my toner. I'm completely out of it. I was using the snail serum, whatever essence, yesterday and today because I was out of my toner, but that's exciting. I have it again. I got 2 of them, so I can go back to using that, which is great. I have a ton of points, so I ended up getting toner pads for freebie. This is something that I was really so excited to try. It's a enzyme wash, but it's like one of those that has powder and then you create like a lather on your face. It's gonna be really good for exfoliating, and this is really good for like oily combination skin. The ingredients in this is really good. I think this is a Korean brand. The only other like powder one, well there's 2 other ones that I know, Dr. Barbara Strom, but one of the first ingredients in it is talc, which is not good for your skin. So I don't really want to try that one out. And the other one is from Tatcha. I tried that one many years ago and my face didn't like it. So that's why I want to try a different one. Oh yes. I love the serum from IS Clinical, the Super Serum Advanced Plus. Really good for acne prone skin, but this is like a brightening serum. It has vitamin C in it, and I needed a backup. I'm almost out of mine. And this I'm really excited about. It's from the brand Plated, which is a brand that specializes in growth factor serum, specifically exosomes, however you pronounce it, but it's really good for your skin. I've been using the gold one of these. It's like their more advanced one because you want to start with that for like 6 weeks, and then you can go to this one, which is their daily. I have seen such incredible results from using that other serum. This is like super freaking pricey, but like I said, I have like gathered up a lot of points, so it's been nice to use the points to save money on some of like this expensive skincare. But like, it doesn't irritate my skin. It makes it just like so smooth and buttery smooth, like no bumps. And I like even put it underneath my eyes, and it's helped like a lot of the lines around my eyes as well. But this is what it looks like. I'm just prepping for when I'm gonna want to move over to this. Oh yeah, they had 20% off for like 3 days for their VIP customers, so I ended up getting 20% off my order. So that's definitely why I ordered a lot of these things. But then you could double it up with like your points and stuff too. Oh, it was such a good idea. I got some swimsuits too. You guys know I'm obsessed with Hundaji. It is really only the only bathing suits I have. I mean, I guess I have some from Monday Swimwear, but I love Hundaji because they're just like so stretchy. I'm just not someone that can pull off like a regular triangle bikini, so I love the scoops, and Hundaji has like some incredible ones. So I got like this contrasting detail one. It comes in a set, and it's like one size fits most, and it's just really stretchy. But yeah, love this little set. And then the other set that I got is in this really pretty chocolate kind of metallic color. I have this in like a strapless version, so technically I'm gonna have 2 of the bottoms, which is fine, but Do you see this top? It's still like the same scoop, but it has like these twist knot straps. Oh my god, I'm so excited for summer. And then I went a little crazy thinking that I wanted to get into like ballet flats. So I got a few different styles between Tony Bianco and Jeffrey Campbell. These ones are Tony Bianco. They fit like a little bit big, but I think that it could work. And then these ones are exactly the same from Jeffrey Campbell. They are leather and they're like really soft. This one fits a little bit snug. So I'm trying to see which one I like more. Or I can go a totally different route and do one that doesn't have like a strap across it. And this one's also from Jeffrey Campbell. It's pretty soft. I love the look of this. I got one more pair from Philip Lim. These ones just arrived today, so let's open it up. But yeah, I kind of have been wanting to like just have some sort of like barrel leg jean, some sort of crop jean, but pairing it with like a ballet flat. Like that's the sort of mood I've been in, so I'm trying to see if I can make it work for myself. More of a camel sort of a shade, and I like that it had like a little bit of scrunch in the back because I've been having an issue of getting like the right size to fit my foot. So I figured like with this, I mean, it has to fit, right? It's just a matter, I guess, if I like this color, because I guess I've been wanting to go like more black, but I didn't see this in black, so we'll see about that. And then, oh, with my denim haul, do you guys remember that? Like a vlog or two ago, I tried on a bunch of new denim from a Goldie and Citizens of Humanity, and I reordered one of the Citizen pairs, the Miro one that is like the curved kind of barrel leg one. Looked great everywhere else except for on the butt, like the butt pockets felt kind of like small. I sized up and I got the 24 and they now fit like perfect over my butt. It's just that now like the waist is a little bit big. So I'm gonna take these in to get like the waist taken in just a smidge, but I'm so happy I did that with these. And then these ones just arrived that I need to try on, but it's a Goldie size 24, so sizing up, and it is the 90s pinch waist in a crop. I love the 90s pinch waist, so I'm hoping like the crop version I might really like, and it is a darker shade too. So I'm pretty excited about these. They look kind of long though. They look like they might be longer than a crop, but that actually might work well. And that's the Rapid Speed haul there. That's everything that I got as of late, but I'll make sure everything is linked down below for you guys. That walk was fantastic. Taking Gray for a walk. We were out for an hour and a half. I did like this really big loop, and then we stopped at the dog park, and there was at first like one dog that looks like it was a standard size Aussie, like the coloring and everything. She swears it's a border collie, and I was like, all right, if you say so. But then there was a few more dogs that came through, so we ended up staying there for a lot longer, which is great because now she's thoroughly exhausted. Making matcha right now, and I'm gonna use this one from Rocky's Matcha, the ceremonial grade one, Oshi. So since Juan has been gone for, today marks a week actually, and besides like getting a lot done and everything that I said this morning, walking Gray has actually been pretty fantastic. Usually Juan and I split it, and then he does like one really long walk, and so to make up for that, because I can't do like one single long walk, like I just have too much stuff going on, so I'm dividing it into like a few walks a day. But I've like discovered some like new paths and some new like routes and stuff that I want to take, like really switching it up every single day depending on how long I want to be out, which has been super nice. And with that as well, I have gotten over 10,000 steps, almost like 15,000 steps a day for a week straight, which I am so happy and proud of, honestly, because If you work from home, you can relate to this. Like, it's hard to get in all of the activity, you know? Like, sure, you could work out at home, you could go to a gym and work out and do like more Pilates, strength training, whatever it is, but like your body still needs some form of cardio. Sometimes like my workouts have cardio involved in it, and like that's great and all, but I don't feel like for me personally it's the same like how it is with just like walking, you know? Since working from home, I've put on a little bit of weight. It takes a little bit getting used to, no? And overall, like, I think that it's good, but I'm also like, I don't know, it's change. You know what I mean? It's not like, I'm not seeing myself the way that I was used to seeing myself for like so many years. And there's times that I'm just like, I'm always like so grateful for it. But then there's other times I'm like, wow, like I feel like I look different. And it's not even like it's that serious either. I'm talking like max 5 pounds, you know, but like, this topic is so hard to explain, you know, because I've always been on the side that my metabolism is really fast. It's really hard to gain weight. Like I've always been super tiny and petite like my whole life, you know? And so now I'm at this stage where I'm starting to gain weight. It's either age, my metabolism slowing down, or working from home, or just like a combination of all of these things, right? And so like when you're so used to seeing yourself a certain way your entire life, and then like that starts to change a little bit, it takes a minute to wrap your head around it naturally. And things that I would do in the past to watch my weight, like it's not necessarily working like that same way for me anymore. And so it's just an adjustment period of trying to see like what sort of workouts work, eating, just a combination of all of it. And weirdly enough, because this wasn't like how it was for me in the past, but just walking and like doing more of like that sort of cardio, even beyond like rowing. I don't know if my body has just gotten like really used to the types of workouts that I usually do, which could definitely be the case. Your body gets very used to certain moves and activities, right? But I have found, moral of the story, long story short, right? I have found that walking has really helped, which has been fantastic. We're at the point of pouring the matcha. Let me show you. Oh man, I forgot to grab a snack. Yummy. And that's right. Second matcha of the day. I lost my train of thought. I don't know where I was necessarily going with all that. Yes. That with Juan being gone and walking more, like I've actually found that it's quite nice. My goal is I want to try to keep up with it in some way, even once he is back. In the time that this video is up, he'll be back for like a few days. But I also have really enjoyed the mental benefits of walking as well. I just feel good. And it's definitely like a good way of relieving some stress. So for that reason too, I definitely want to try to keep up with it. Okay, so sitting here again, we're gonna go back to reading some more. Of course, this is like the perfect homebody sort of a day. Sure, I went out and got Starbucks and I walked gray, but the whole day has been at home, and it's been at home reading, and I wouldn't want it any other way. This night's gonna be pretty great too. I'm already planning ahead for what I want to do. It's a Friday night, so I'm wondering if I should try to find a movie to watch. And then Friday is always the day that Juan and I get some sort of Mexican food, so I'm gonna uphold that tradition still. And we're gonna go pick up some Mexican food to eat. But I'm also having a little bit of a sweet tooth. I'm wondering if my period's about to be here soon. So I really want to make some brownies. I think that would be delicious. So I'm so excited for a Friday night in, just chilling it up, good old fashioned Carissa form. So I think that's good. We're gonna read now. We'll have a moment with the TV while we're eating and all like that sort of stuff. And then before bed, I think I'm gonna be in bed reading again, and then listening to like some acoustic, chill, indie folk sort of music. I've been doing that every single night and I've been really enjoying it. I'm also getting like the best sleep ever while Juan is gone. If your partner snores and you're a light sleeper, like you'll feel me on that one, because the struggle is real, honestly. So that's been nice. I miss him, don't get me wrong. I miss my babe, but I'm taking advantage of it a little bit while he's gone and enjoying it.
I ain't never felt Darling, please forgive me if I stare a little more. I can't look away from those brown eyes. And if we settle down, we don't have to settle down. Please don't be afraid of all the things that could go wrong. We can take our time and we may change our mind. But I can tell a good thing when a good thing comes along. Darling, tell me all about the dreams you had last night. You can be so restless in your sleep. I ain't going nowhere, all this feels so very right. When you find good love, it's the one that you should keep. And if we settle down, we don't have to settle down. Please don't be afraid of all the things that could go wrong. That we can take our time and we may change our mind. But I can tell a good thing when a good thing comes along. If I ever hurt you, dear.
Changed into super comfies. I really wanted to take off my bra. And I put on my Throne of Glass shirt. Love this one. I am so boring when it comes to my Mexican food, honestly. Well, there's different types of Mexican food, right? There's like these more like authentic, and then there's like Tex-Mex. Like there's different categories of Mexican food and like Mexican food restaurants. I always go for burritos, but I don't know why, but this has been my favorite ever since I was a teenager, and it's just so basic. This speaks to how simple I ate and like how picky I was when I was younger. I'm no longer like that, thank God, but like I still crave this, and it's just so hard to like change up what you always get sometimes because you just like crave like that one specific thing. You know what I mean? Do you get me? Anyways, it's a bean burrito. That's literally it. It's nothing at all fancy. Let me keep the heat in here just for another minute. And then while I was there, I saw that they had tequilas on the wall, and one of my favorite tequilas is the brand Fortaleza, and it's so hard to get your hands on, and I've never tried the Añejo one. I have the Blanco and I have the Reposado, but they had Añejo, so I bought it, and I'm so excited to try this. I'm not gonna try it now, but I am gonna take a picture of it and send it to Juan and say, I got it. I'm between wanting to watch like a rom-com, because I know that there's definitely like a few out now, like between Netflix and Prime Video, that sort of a thing. I watched The Life List a couple of days ago, and that was a really good movie. It made me really emotional, which I was really surprised. It was more about like her relationship with her mom, and yeah, it just hit, and I felt like it was really good. But like the guy in that movie is also extremely attractive, so that doesn't hurt. So yes, a rom-com, or I'm thinking about watching the new Twister movie. I think it's called Twisters, and I've been wanting to watch that for a while, so I'm wondering if I should just go for it. But here we go. Here's dinner, and I'm really looking forward to it.